Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime. We're here with Zohra Zoberi, and she's the writer-producer of Window Shopping, a new play that's coming out. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
It's great for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So now from wedding dresses to arranged marriages and love.
That's interesting. I have interesting wedding dresses right here as well.
Now, this is a topic that we were really talking about before the show. We were talking about the difference between love marriage and an arranged marriage, and a lot of people said, well, what's a love marriage? Because to a lot of people, marriage and love go hand in hand.
Right. So tell us a bit about, for people that don't know much about
arranged marriages.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of misconcept about arranged marriages. If we can learn to distinguish between a forced arranged marriage and a properly arranged marriage, and the thing that I'm that I'm in favor of is arranged marriages that are properly, wisely arranged marriages.
Right, with two consenting adults who both want to have the arrangement.
The only thing is that instead of them going out and chasing after people and night clubbing and all that, some family members or good friends have done that homework for them, and then they have been introduced. They have the right to say no. They have the right to reject the girl and the boy.
So you're for arranged marriages?
I am in an arranged marriage myself.
You are?
Yes.
So now how did that work for you?
Why
did you choose that option?
For me, I've been married for 40 years almost, and I'm still there. So all marriages, whether love or arranged, have their own challenges. Two people living together, committing to each other for the rest of their lives is not an easy task.
Do you think that in a situation of arranged marriage, because the love isn't there in the beginning, does it usually develop?
That's a very good question, because if a marriage is not properly arranged, if the sad story occurs, meaning that they think they did the job but it didn't work, that's the sad story.
Right.
But in a wisely arranged marriage in which they take into consideration the family backgrounds, the educational level, the intelligence level, the age difference between the boy and the girl, and all that homework is done properly. And you have to keep in mind that our girls, Pakistani girls I'm mostly talking about, generally do not have intimate relationship prior to marriage.
Right.
So if a female is 21, 22, 27, and she has not had intimate relationship with any other boy, and she gets to meet somebody who is from similar cultural background, who is intellectually compatible to her, who is financially compatible to her, and has some things in common.
Do they usually work out though?
Then the love takes place after that match has been made.
Okay,
right.
Well, we need to talk more about if it's successful or not, because I did have a cousin who had an arranged marriage that turned out disastrous, because he was a social body and she was a homebody. So we'll talk about that, whether or not it works coming up.
There are a lot of those as well, and I think in my play that question does arise.
Great. Window shopping. Now
for lasting love.
For lasting love, yes, because we all want that lasting love. So I'm wondering, you immigrated to Canada from Pakistan in 1976. Do you think there's a place in Canada for arranged marriages? Or do you think there's a lot of controversy surrounding that?
There is a lot of controversy. However, there are some young professionals born and brought up here who have tried everything, and who have seen the nightclub scene, and who have seen love marriage scene and everything, and afterwards they have come to their parents and said, you know what, I would like you to look for somebody for me as long as I have the final say.
Right. Can you tell us a bit about some of the variations that there are in arranged marriages? It's not just one set way.
I think that why I was so interested to bring this subject up was because there is a lot of confusion and misconcept about arranged marriage, because often it's looked upon as forced arranged marriage, as you would see in documentaries where the girl has been she meets him for the first day and she has to be with him for the rest of her life. That I would call not a very good arranged marriage.
But don't you think that sometimes that may happen?
That happens.
With families maybe pressuring daughters or sons into something
it does
they might
happen,
not want?
And I think that a lot of our educated girls, once they go beyond age 25, 26, 27, and this is what I'm telling a story of a 27-year-old, because she's betwixt and between.
Right.
She's fallen in love with a white Canadian who is of a different culture and faith, and there's that love, and but she's got the option, and there's this cultural confusion, conflicts possible.
Now, I know in window shopping you really have a very multicultural cast, and you're talking about love marriage versus arranged. You have a great poster here that sort of really illustrates that dilemma of what to do. So what does your cast think about this topic?
Actually, I am quite excited about one thing, because as you know that my company is bridging the gap, and I'm trying to bridge the gap through this event, not only between the two generations, thinking about in context of arranged and love marriages, also between cultures, because in my cast I have, and I'm very excited about that I have people from various ethnic backgrounds. I have Israelis and Palestinians, I have Iranian and Swedish, I have Canadian and British, all playing on the same, Indians and Pakistanis, some of these warring countries. So I'm very, very excited that, you know, we're all together in it. And one time when we met for discussion, scripting about this multi-ethnic scene, it was very interesting, because a lot of them, maybe I had been talking too much to them. We became more in favor of we were tilting towards arranged marriages.
Oh,
and
really?
Then we thought,
wow.
Well, we got to bring out, because there are a lot of misconceptions too.
Okay, well, you're going to be addressing those misconceptions in your play. Thank you so much, Zohra, for being here today. We really appreciate your perspective.
It was a great opportunity to be here.
Up next, how to network in the fast lane.